talk about some more impressive performances now that the group stage, at least the round one of it, is over. All the teams have played a game at least now. We've seen some impressive performances indeed, whether it was Congo, whether it was the likes of Cabo Verde as well against Spain. But which one was the most impressive performance for you, Shaka?
It's got to be Cabo Verde. You mentioned it, talk about the goalkeeper. We don't get enough love on this show.
40 years old.
40 years old.
Young.
Vizinha,
not enough love.
10 million followers now.
Really?
Yep, Shaq.
Well.
And his mother has finally been able to get a visa to come to watch him.
So that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Keeping a clean sheet against Lamine Yamal. Okay. Yeah, that's your visa waiver right there. Listen, I thought, and again, we've made a lot about the expanded format. I think it's kind of thinned the competition out too much, and you worried about heavy results. Nedum mentioned Curacao, Germany. You thought this was going to be another of those. But for that performance from Cape Verde, making their World Cup debut against Spain, one of the tournament favourites, that for me is the standout game, scoreline, storyline of match day one.
But let me flip it a second too before I go to Nedum, because I'll ask him the same question as well. In terms of the favourites and what we've expected of them, who has looked the most impressive? And we'll throw in Germany, even though Germany has not been discussed as a favourite. But exactly, they did have a big statement.
And that was Curacao. Listen, for me, I
which
thought,
also would have been Jamaica had we qualified directly out of our group. So thank you, Curacao.
Just thanking everybody at this point. Listen, for me, I thought France were the tournament favourites coming in. You saw that in the second half of their performance. A first half performance to forget, but a second half performance, slight tweaks to that attacking four, shall we call it, and all of a sudden France really do look like World Cup winners. Deschamps knows this team as well as anyone and how to make those adjustments. I think France are the ones of the favourites who have impressed most.
Nedum, same questions to you, but first and foremost, just impressive performance overall.
If it's going to be across the full 90 minutes relative to expectation, then I would say the USA. I think, just because that night, it was kind of the night that the tournament being hosted here in America amongst the two countries as well needed, because it was electric to where after the game, there's nothing that can be said realistically of value that isn't positive. And the players themselves, they played to their potential. So instead of saying this is what they can do, this is what they actually did. You know, Ali Moreno, our colleague, was saying, like, Paraguay, they don't concede a ton of goals. If USA win, it will be 1-0. And then I was sitting there at half-time with 3-0. I was like, okay, I guess I'm not going to have to take on my tips from Ali anymore.
Oh, poor Ali. Or beacon of positivity.
No, listen, Ali will be completely fine. Ali will be completely fine. But I think that barring, like, the goal which they conceded, which was like a poor goal, that was the only time where they didn't feel like they were in the ascendancy in the game. But then if it's to talk about, say, just a moment, the start of the second half for France and that whole second half itself was literally what I think it went beyond what many people even expected from France, because we know that they've got a really good setup and they've got these great players. It's Elise, it's this, it's that. But then all of a sudden, when you saw it work, you're like, ooh, wait a minute. And in midfield as well, Rabiot, Tchouaméni, they played well. Then at the back, you realise they've got Upamecano and Saliba, who are ready to go to war against anyone. And I was like, okay, I get it now. I understand it now. And with that, they had the best sort of like half, but I think USA had the best total game relative to expectation.
I think our Nedum's been hanging out with Jules a little too much. You're going to start singing the Ramenez la coupe à la maison.
No.
No, because I forgot Nedum lives in England. Well, we lost another good one. All right, well, that's going to do it for this edition of FC Live, but we will be back after all the other games. Plus, remember that ESPN FC will be on tonight. Make sure to tune in. Everyone will be back, including Shaka Hislop, burning the midnight oil to look back at all of the action from today's play.